We often hear about technical debt, but do we really understand what it means? So, this term, often misused, can create confusion and frustration within teams. So, today in this video, we'll decipher this often misunderstood concept while having a look at an article that I recently read on Stack Overflow. This article, Stop Saying Technical Debt. And this expression, technical debt, this phrase, it means different things for different teams. So for designers, it means that the design can't look the way they plan it. For product folks, it means that the engineering team will be again late. And when it comes to the dev team, uh, it means different things. But sometimes they equate uh, tech debt to bad code. But tech debt is more than just bad code. If we equate tech debt to bad code, sometimes it makes us think that those that wrote the code before us, they were somehow like bad developers. But sometimes we forget that those developers that they wrote the code before us, they had constraints we didn't know about. And here in this article, it mentions a very interesting example here. It says that a team they received a code and they thought that that code was a tech debt, a bad code, because there was a query that was the query was getting data from two different tables, and then they thought like, why such a bad design? Like this query could have been improved in such a way that it will only get the data from one table if there was a better design. So they thought about a way to fix that, by redesigning the database. But fortunately, they didn't get the chance to implement it because after discussing with the the lawyer of the company, they realized that they couldn't store the user data in the same table. This data have to be in separated tables. So this example really shows that we really need to be cautious in thinking that the code is bad because we aren't the one that wrote it. Because sometimes for people, tech debt is a code that is written by others. As long as the code is not written by us, this code is bad. So they equate tech debt to code written by others, and they want to label the code as tech debt so that they can just rewrite the code themselves. But if that's the way we view tech debt, then what will happen is that one developer, he takes that code and he refactor it. Another developer takes that code, he refactor it. So everyone will just be refactoring that code. What happens at the same time to a feature that have to be implemented? Well, they will just be delayed. Uh, It kind of helps us understand why sometimes product managers they are reluctant when they hear tech debt because for them it's just a waste of time again. So how can we improve the quality of code bases while at the same time we are very cautious about what we think about tech debt? A very good suggestion here is to have metrics. If you have a good matrix about what in the code base here is a pain point for the team, and what in the code base, if redesigned, could really drastically improve the efficiency of the team. If you have a clear matrix of these two, then we can really maybe make changes in the way that the team could be really efficient. And the holy grail here is negative maintenance, load growth, which means that as time passes by, there are less and less things to rewrite. That is the aim of every dev team, is to be able to like to decrease the amount of maintenance tasks over time. But all this boils down to be able to identify and prioritize what are the pain points for the team right now, and what tasks, if change, could really improve significantly the efficiency of the team. So I did enjoy reading this article because it shows that tech debt is something like that means different things for different teams. Sometimes it just means to change libraries. Sometimes it means changing the architecture. Uh, Sometimes it's worth changing the architecture, either the whole architecture or part of it. No, because when it comes to predicting the future, well, sometimes we get it wrong. That's what makes it the future, isn't it? Um, but we need to be aware that okay, redesign is also part of our job. But redesign is not only the thing that we have to do as developers. Or writing features is not the only thing that we do as developers. Sometimes we also need to have maintenance tasks along the way. But here, we need to know how much maintenance tasks will be done as features as implemented. Uh, how very often these tasks will also be implemented, and there needs to be within the software team a very good company about maybe keeping up to date, but also everyone needs to be very cautious about not labeling everything as tech debt because it's being written by somebody else. So I hope you enjoy this video about tech debt and how tech debt has different meaning based on different teams, based on different individuals. So let me know in comment if you yourself you had ever experienced something like that in your team, and also let me know if there are some particular point about this topic that you would like me to go deep uh, about. So hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one.